This week on The Rock, we take a look at Anacortes' newest small business, Clay House. Our next segment shows what a day in the life of a sailor would be like. And in our final segment, we look behind the scenes at our school's amazing Nifty team to see what goes into making a film in under 48 hours.
13 strong, we are the Rock. We'll make the show until we drop. We'll bring you news and we won't tell you lies. Please watch The Rock or we will cry. It's made for students just like you. You're gonna wanna see what we do this week on The Rock. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Welcome back to The Rock AHS. I'm Hunter Umayam.
And I'm Nathan Morgan.
Hey Nathan, have you been to Clay House yet?
Is it a house made out of clay?
No, silly. It's a new small business here in Anacortes.
Oh, well, Mia Mortimer and Morgan Dickinson tell us all about it in this new segment.
Well, Clay House is a fun and friendly place to come, make things out of clay. We're not a painting studio, we're a wet clay studio, and we offer walk-in projects. You can come in and make a bowl, or a mug, or a platter, or a vase. So at any time you could walk in and pick one of these 9 projects to do, and we'll give you the instructions, the tools, the stamps. You can add all sorts of texture, different textures, or put flowers on it, whatever you want to do.
Clay House is just kind of like a little bit more different than like the Johnny Picasso's kind of art studio. So it's like you actually come in, you're able to like throw on the wheel, and then you're able to like actually build things. So you use like wet clay rather than just sitting down and glazing something.
We also do workshops, and we do gatherings, which are evening events and Saturday morning workshops. We do spring clay camp, we do after school classes in clay, wheel classes, hand building, all sorts of stuff like that. Here's 10 vases that are about to go into the kiln that were done at one of our Pleiades nights. 10 women, most of them had never had any experience with clay, and they made these really awesome vases. I was inspired to create Clay House because I wanted a community place for people to come and hang out and talk with each other and make things out of art and make things out of clay and get away from screens and like sort of solitary work and just be with friends and have a good time.
I just love like the literal atmosphere. Like it's like such bright colors, the lighting, like the music is always fun, and like there's always something. It feels very like homely and just like a comfortable place for you to be in.
It's very much a beginner studio because a lot of clay studios are kind of places that people come and they work and they're kind of doing independent work, but this is a place where you might want to just spend time with friends and socialize, and that's why we're so great.
We had people like on the opening day that I wouldn't really expect to see, people from our school, I mean, so it's like not real artsy types, if that makes sense, but they were on the wheel having fun, like making all this stuff. So you don't have to have experience. That's kind of the whole point. Like you can just come in and we'll walk you through it, but also make sure you have enough like independence to also do it on your own.
So these are some pieces from a beginning pottery class, beginning wheel class actually. So these are people that have not had no experience on the wheel, and they've made these really groovy little pots. Tonight they're going to learn how to trim the bottoms of them.
We're such an artsy, fartsy town, Like we have like art walks, art festival, all this different stuff catered to art, and then we're kind of like right smack at the beginning of downtown. So it's kind of like, what do you want to do today? Like it's like, let's go make something.
Wow, I'll definitely need to check that out.
Hey Hunter, I know you like to go fishing, but what do you think about sailing?
I don't know anything about sailing.
Well, you're in luck because in this next segment by Parker Mong and Dallas Moore, they will tell you all about it.
My favorite part of sailing is the fact that we get to go out on like the bay every weekend, and we're just like on an island surrounded by water. So it's just really like cool. Like I see sailboats around, and I'm like, oh, I like sail too. So
what first got me interested in sailing was I did the summer sailing program for 1 week, and it was really good. And I was like, it's great. How can I do more? And my mom was like, hey, there's a sailing team. Go do it. And I was like, great. Now I sail.
My favorite part about coaching is watching how much the sailors improve and getting to see from one regatta to the next how much we've improved our skills and become better racers.
It's a really unique opportunity. I don't think many other high schools have a sailing program in Washington other than stuff that's on the coast, and it honestly is like, it is a lifetime sport. It is something that you can do after high school, you can do as a hobby into adulthood, and just like, it's fun.
You get so many different perspectives, and you get to just like learn about all these different like sailing techniques, and every sailor's different. So just like being on the team like gets you in the sailing community, and from there like the growth is exponential.
For me, like the team really helps me understand what I'm doing wrong and how it helps me improve and helps me be better at competing against others.
For me, the sailing team is about community. I really enjoy everyone on the sailing team. I enjoy everyone's company. I enjoy like all the different types of people you meet through sailing, because it's not just like one type of person that sails, it's like a large spectrum. So you go to a regatta and you see like every different type of person there, and it's just like it's really interesting and really cool.
We hold our practices out of Cap Sandy Marina. We meet at the yacht club, and then we go out racing in Fidalgo Bay. We usually get ready at the yacht club, do a little chalk talk, talk about what we're gonna do out in the water, and then we get boats rigged, sail out into the bay and do some practice races and drills. And then we wrap up, put all our sails away, and head home, usually wet by the end of practice. I think you should join the sailing team because it's a lifelong sport. You can continue to do this sport even into retirement. So it's a good thing to start now, get those fundamental skills that you can use the rest of your life. So our team is getting a lot more competitive, and we only have so many boats that we can race for our team. So if you're interested in joining the sailing team in future seasons, take a sailing class through AWA this summer so that you're ready to join the team in the fall.
I think I'm gonna stick to fishing. That looks complicated.
Well, to each their own.
Want to know something else that's challenging? Making a short film in under 48 hours.
You're right. Let's take a look at behind the scenes of making a film for Nifty in a segment made by Hunter Umayim and I.
Every year, a group of 5 students participate in an annual film competition, NIFTY, or the National Film Festival for Talented Youth. The challenge spans across 48 hours, where the team must synthesize a film from scratch that must contain certain elements from a prompt. This year's elements were time travel, the line, "That's not supposed to sound like that," and the suggested prop, a key. Here's how the team did it.
Did you say you had another tripod?
I have another tripod. The sled's on the bottom of my camera.
Oh, it's fine.
Did you get a sled?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll wrap the set.
The question is, for our set, do we just want to like set? Do we want
Alright. Do you like the Mr. Beast? Like, oh god.
We need,
Pilot split.
oh, yes.
Or not pilot.
No, Kyle.
It's fully uploaded.
Yes! Ooh. We're done, y'all.
Well, that wraps up our show for today.
Thanks for tuning in to the Rock AHS. We have something lined up for you after spring break, so be on the lookout during advisory and make sure to check your email.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please be sure to email us at therock@asd103.org. We love your feedback. With that, I'm Hunter Umayim.
And I'm Nathan Morgan.
And from all rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.